Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
They want to make sure that it's not straight front to back in that sense, but that actually works away from what they drafted to before that. Gwen, Misfortune normally want to fight in a single direction towards these mass targets, but if that's Zodiac when he heads into mid lane with that level 3, see as he's hanging out in that bush, was seen on a ward just beforehand.
Ooh, that's a decent catch backwards from Xmatty. Flash for flash, traded to, in fact, stuck against the wall. Xmatty's got the shot in first blood.
There we go, Adarte. To stay safe and make sure they get control of that wave, gets them over to that dragon. Very simple response to that top lane play. They know there's no contest coming through, get that mountain dragon, and this is one of the few dragons. Now I think it's probably a good time right now, 11 minutes, we've had, you know, first Herald, which has already been taken, and the ability
to... barring some back timers, there's a couple of mythics available, but the gold is there, and once again, it's objective, so that means we're going to be looking for a fight.
I don't even know what sound that's meant to be.
That was a fantastic volley bear riot alarm. I heard it flawlessly. The tower is taken in the bottom lane as BDS and Astralis are zap rather to the wall from Kabi. Not too much damage applied. Under is dropped and the dragon has been started. Vizichachi stepping forward. Call of the Forge God. Where is it? And he's thrown backwards. Knocked out. Look at that damage. The re-engage and fly away. Edarte stays alive. The bullet time does not do enough. It's interrupted halfway through. But can Agresivo finish it all up? That's 1-2 kills for Astralis. A reply back as Young Hun goes down and Astralis are not done yet. Edarte started the fight. Edarte's running away from the fight. The dragon was secured by Astralis as well. Towards that top lane. No tower secured yet for Astralis. We're going to be playing for that Infernal Soul. 1, 2, 3, 4 members making their way up, but Xmatty's going to be a little bit late, and yes, are not going to be able to hold the fray. That's a knock-up onto Syncrob. The chains are caught. Zap comes out as well. Here's Xmatty. Can he find the bullet time? The tower's been secured. Dropping down, make it rain. Further forward, that's a re-engage. Junghoon once again goes too far forward. That's not the direction. Agresivo is looking for the snip, the cut, the kill, but Kabi's able to find.
I wonder if we're going to see a... the thing is, though, like, it looks bad when it goes wrong like that from something like the Tom Kench, but that's your only engage option outside of that Call of the Forge God. When that misses, you're really left with just hoping that Tom Kench W hits. And
does it hit? Does it hit? Does it hit?
Oh!
Yes, it does! A two-man knockup! Oh, gets Syncrob! Some flying miles. He was thrown in the air once again. And the timing is the best. 20 seconds before the next dragon. This will allow Astralis to push this middle wave. They're going to go for a fight. They're going to go for a fight. Xmatty's got the bullet time, waiting to channel it if he can. He's going to dash backwards away. The Chaos Storm is pushing him out the fight. The Chaos Storm has killed him. He couldn't even press R. That's a double for Dayor, the 5th for Astralis. Oh, I just hear flashbacks of Nymera in picks and bans. You know, this comp looks a little bit like lame dominant. You know,
ridiculous CC chain coming through, and without your volley bear, that's most of your front line gone. Gwen W is basically the only thing which can half counter it. Now we're back into another grouped up fight situation. BDS do not want to be in this situation.
No, they don't, but Astralis absolutely do. The more people in one lane, the happier they are. Xmatty starts to channel that bullet time, but once again, just allowed them to defend Chachi's life really comfortably. Teleport's coming down. Going to try to chase Agresivo, but he's able to escape for now. This should at least open up the tower.
It opens up the tower, and also, look at that timer in the top right and that top left. Yeah, I know my left and right.
Push your vision forward. Then and only then can you consider picking up the objective. It's just going to be a fight. It's just going to be a fight. Syncrov's in. Syncrov's out. That's not a fight. That turn the sirens off. That's a parking ticket. There's no action to be had here. As Vizichachi now gets snipped. Both teams really want this. Both teams are like, come on, man. Hit me.
Hit me, but what are they going to hit them with? Nuclear Int maybe has an angle. One of the better ones that BDS have had. He's off the vision, and now he's not. Astralis,
poke him with the stick. Do something. Call of the Forge God thrown into the pit, and it is secured by Syncrob. He couldn't start the fight, but he could find the dragon. It's at the cost of Xmatty and Agresivo's lives. However, now Astralis are trying to hunt down multiple members more. Syncrob will get chunked down. There was no ways to get away from that Death Star laser.
And now this may be better. BDS can at least survive the coming storm. Astralis, that is, even without that soul, a pretty game-breaking play.
Yeah, very much
This
so.
game, and showing why it has been so high presence so far.
Oh, wow. Good dunked. So he's going to be able to take that one, and that will allow the fourth tower to be secured. The Red Bull Baron power play, I think, is going to be a gigantic one here. For Astralis, they're now 5,000 gold up within less than 3 minutes.
And this is what happens when you have a little bit of a macro lesson. When you have one wave pushing in, you push one wave in, you move to the side, and you meet another wave to push in through that. You start chaining these waves, and they cascade towards each other.
Here's Astralis setting themselves up on the board. Again, Edate find the engage. No flash available to him. Double call the Forge Gods are crossing streams in the top lane. But it is, of course, Vizichachi doing the brunt of the tanking. None of the carries are meaningfully harmed. So 2 inhibitors will be exposed. What is happening there? Xmani goes in, forced to flash out as well. Bullet time is available, starts to be channeled, and it is instantly stopped. He cannot get a full channel. Double kill for Kobe and 3 members of BDS trying to defend the Nexus turrets. If they stick around long enough, the super minions could just do this for Astralis.
Well, actually, you can see Astralis, the solo laners are recalling why they're doing that, because they got double TPs, get to come back in, try and land that knockout blow. Nuclear in, can't steal that final the call of the Forgery God. Its paperwork's not checked out, and BDS, they don't have any way to engage. They can't close it down.
They don't indeed. Still 2 members are down. That's a great searing charge. And BDS are being obliterated under their nexus. Astralis will pick up their first win of summer.
Kobe just making that engage. I think Wukong's going to be very important for SK. But then now you're looking at suddenly having Viego.
Does not have the Cyclone available, and Certus has not left the mid lane. Dragon's taking some time to go down. Scott Gillius trying.
2 things. 1, gives gold to the Swain. That's important. We talked about that front line, and no, you're not always going to have brickwork and masonry in front of you to block the engage. Giving that to the Swain can help.
Oh, knock up, channeled onto the dredge line, the quickness. So much damage coming out there from Niski as he backs away.
Dragons go by the wayside. This is time going towards those more late game objectives and saying, oh, okay, no time to talk about that.
Dun, 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 dun. No flash, no ulti. Certus is low. Certus is dead. First blood picked up by Mad Lions Alioya. Treats will not step into the chop. Heartbreaker goes out, hops over the wall, blast cones to safety, and he does survive.
Coming up, we don't have any time for any of this mindless fighting. Everything must be considered. And right now, considering some invades into the bot side.
Well, take a look at the engage here. Gillius throws out the Cyclone, but the re-engage from Man seems to be better for now. Super Mega Death Rocket flies in, does not find a target, but finally the monkey is down. Gen X hits a wall and cannot engage the fight, and Certus is forced to flash for his life. Mad Lions are not done yet. Hopping over the wall, Armor picks up another, and that will be a near ace. Gen X escaped with his life. He's running for now. Also, let's take a look at Certus. 0-2-0 on the Ahri. Decided to go for Everfrost and Lucy Boots. Happy with that.
Not much time to make a big play. This is okay. It's a gold bounty. It's that objective, but is that enough? To me, not so sure about it. Mad Lions fishing once more.
Ghost was thrown out by Shinso. I think wisely backing away, don't step into the darkness. It's scary. Don't go alone. And then Forgiven will finally be able to knock over tower for the Lions. We're approaching 20 minutes. There we go. Third
yeah, the call of Forge God.
Worked really well.
Yeah, you don't have that.
To get him to safety. That is a big engage from Gillius. The follow-up is fantastic. SK Gaming connect with everything. Do they have the damage? Kaiser is down. Gillius started it and ended it.
Okay, so who needs to start engaging for you?
Not to be a group target. Alioya going north, Unforgiven, going south. He's got Flash Cleanse and his ultimate 2. Here comes Kaiser, dredge lining his way in. SK are surrounded, SK are flanked, SK are low, SK are in so much trouble. Gen X tries to buy some time, as all of a sudden the damage is going onto Niski. He's low, he's flashed for his life, and he's not down just yet. The first to fall is Treat. Mad Lions have managed to crush SK. For a moment, it looked like they were in trouble, but they find 4 and regain control.
Oh, an SK, they needed to fight it, and well, they did turn up, but turned up with half a bank of worth of gold compared to Mad Lions, really, it feels like. And Niski, Unforgiven, just put them to the sword.
Delayed ace. You have to go back a minute. SK Gaming were caught.
Going back and saying, actually, Mad Lions, this isn't just a poke comp.
Yeah.
They can do more with it. Niski, Unforgiven, find themselves on a flank.
Such a great engage at such a good time. But unfortunately, because of the nature of the composition, they could not do anything. Only Inter is Kaiser. I mean, 115, and everyone else, 203, 204, 207. The reason I want weaker mid-games during the course of spring than what we're used to seeing, but with the lead that they have, with the tools that they have, specifically the poke, and we saw G2 yesterday, today, firing through the walls, playing dodgeball. It was yesterday. With that Zoe-Zeri combination. You can do exactly the same thing with Jace and Zeri. Hell, you can even throw down the visions of the
aggressive plays, and they've taken them. They're making sure that they're using the opportunities given to them.
What I really like, though, is it's on a level of control and coordination. Another fantastic initiation, but where's the damage? Where's the damage? Finally, Niski's going low, but buys time with the Golden Globe, and nobody else has been injured. SK Gaming have been squashed by the wallets of Mad Lions, and for one last time, Gen X is the last man standing. It's taken out under his Nexus turrets. That is the ace for Mad Lions. 15 kills to 2. Infernal Soul, and it was a slow start to the race, but it was a crushing end to the game.
And it was as you were saying, Mad Lions took a hold of that lead and they just didn't let it go. They've taken all the fights they needed to. They're going to take a Nexus on top.
Mad Lions open Summer 2022 with a 2-0 record.
They don't usually win, so I can't blame them for trying to.
May as well. I mean, last time they played a super week in...
for the moment, really looks like it's only going to be a blue buff steal from Vitality here. Schlatten and VTO are closing first, though. Perks on his way. Irrelevant going in as well. Glacial Tomb a possibility. Haru flashes from the Spectral Maw, but now VTO's not in the best of spots. He's going to have to flash as well. Call of Forge goes down and burns as well. Perks dives across the wall. Schlatten will fall. 2 quick kills to Vitality.
Yeah, fantastic play there. Just trying to force some kind of
damage onto that mid lane tower. Also top lane for Alphari. He's going to have a bit of free time with this turret and assume he is running.
We saw that a little bit yesterday as well. And now it's just a question of Vitality. Can you close the game out properly? Obviously, the game's not completely over for Misfits just yet, but they might look for a dive here. Here's the disable on the tower.
Turn off the tower. Final chapter coming in, and it's the last page of the eulogy for VTO in the mid lane.
But you have to find some kind of team play by over-investing numbers on one lane, getting a pick, and then playing from there. But look at Vitality. Perks owns their bot side jungle right now at 12 minutes in. If VTO steps up on this mid wave,
package in, VTO, final chapter coming out once again. He's rooted in Perks with the second Valkyrie. It's easy enough for Perks and Philibrov.
I mean, what can he really do? Here comes Neon, though.
Dawning Shadow isn't enough. Perks should just be able to walk away from this one. How are we able to regen? Kazi putting some damage down as well. Here's the Alphari TP in. Call of the Forge got an option. Vitality a little bit split. Alphari by himself right now, but Alphari very tanky already. There's the Call of the Forge. God, and Misfits locked up in a choke point. Perks looking for the damage across the wall, can't quite land it, but the final chapter will lock them all in place. Vitality advancing, charging towards Misfits. And even with that escape, Misfits lose one and will lose the Dragon.
Perks was able to gap close. Schlatten might look for a steal here. He could flash out once he gets it.
Doesn't have the Heartbreaker, of course, so would have to burn the flash. He's dancing in the record that was previously set by Excel in 2020 summer, who got their first kill 12 minutes 50 seconds into their second game. So one of your records has been broken, Cajal, because of course you're on that team.
No, they're going to get a kill. Don't die, guys. He makes sure the record stands.
The record stands. As Misfits still without a kill. They get their first 15 minutes into their second game. Vitality denied a perfect game.
Signs of life for Misfits. Locked up. Thought he was going to die to the Ignite, and then once he was fine and actually healed back up, Neon just snipes him out. I wonder if he had vision, actually, Neon. Mana and Hydra at 17 minutes into the game, so one combo. 2 levels up on VTO as well. One combo with Yumi on his side. It's just going to be an instant one-shot. This court is...
It's not even the skin for it, guys.
I thought it was when Ornn ulted.
Oh, is it Ornn ult?
No.
No, it's volley back.
Oh, wait, he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Okay. It's Silver Scrapes by Marksy all over again. VTO dies.
But many iterations of it throughout the entire game. But you're always going to be one step behind.
And you just don't have the mobility that Vitality have as well. We've already seen, you know, Stormbringer into final chapter. Ezreal can dash forward and final have the Yuumi on top of him every time.
Change the sound.
Because just Wee Woo is a little bit, you know.
What's wrong with Wee Woo?
Oh, Wee Woo is fine.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Wee Woo is okay. It's irrelevant. Misfits
There
are
it is.
looking for a bite.
Is there like a sound at the end when he hits someone?
Going in, Glacial Prison, Kazi, oh the slow hits, Slatten diving forward as well, Abyssal Voyage onto the backline, gets a good knockup, Irrelevant still trying to do damage, but Perks has got away. Final chapter going out, Kazi will be sacrificed by Vitality. Misfits do find a pick in the bottom lane.
That's more likely. Just send 5 members towards one lane and try to collapse on someone. In that case, Karzi ends up falling now. They're in a 4v5. I think Vitality's going to take it.
Alfari not quite there yet. Call of the Forge God, the possibility is Irrelevant dives in, they're looking for Perks, but they just don't have the damage.
He's alive.
Jumps away, still alive, across the wall. He rattles through Misfits. BTO stunned, he tries to get away, but there's no escaping Haru today. Alfari dashes in and headbutts BTO to death.
Misfits thought they found their window, but Perks just slams it shut in their face. It was a 4v5, but from the get-go, it was all Vitality's favor. They're going to get the Dragon as well, and you can't really blame Misfits for looking for it. It's just, yeah, Alfari collapses. He's just way too tanky for Misfits at this point in the game, and they're going to pick up.
How do you approach into Call of the Forge God, though? Alfari's just going to step in. Schlatten gets behind them, not on vision. Ward does go down with a fast alteration. Now 4,000 HP on the Baron. Control Ward in. Vitality back away from it. There's the Call of the Forge God. They're looking for Mercer. Abyssal Void stop. BTO locked up as well as Perks. Looks for that backline. Final chapter. Not quite going to get the root. Mercer's already down as Vitality now continue to advance. Neon hit with a rocket in the back. Takes 3/4 of his HP and Vitality turn back towards the bench. 900 apiece. So Schlatten could do something huge for Misfits here. Is on a ward. He'll clear that out. Kazi looking for him. Schlatten low. 3,000 HP on the Baron right now, but Vitality don't even want it. They just want to turn onto Irrelevant. And he will be made exactly that by Perks and by Alfari. Dawning Shadow.
Perks is down.
Kazi 1v3ing. Irrelevant was able to pick up the kill with the Ignite, but Vitality still Qs now for every Ezreal Q or something now. Like,
Oh my god.
Convince them of these things.
The Corky Rockets.
Oh, TP behind.
Forge God.
Alfari going with the Call of the Forge God. Devour can only get onto one, and there's the knockup as well, and Perks is in perfect position. Lay down the red carpet and burn your enemies upon it. VTO has to flash away to try and escape. Alfari not having any of it as he tries to chase him down, and with a Bellows Breath, he will meet his match. Schlatten trying to trade onto Kazi, but just can't do enough. A double for Kazi. Vitality clean up the fight, and they'll turn back towards the Baron.
Yeah, definitely can't end here. Maybe Perks can solo that, of course. There's only one member on the map for Misfits, so pretty easy game. Misfits trying to get some mid-push. Vitality collapse, and the second, the fourth.
I have a pretty big package, and I'm just gonna jump in here. Excuse me. We ignore those. Just gonna jump in here and lay down the red carpet for you all. Vitality to clean up the fight. It's kind of to be expected. Dragon did reset while all of this was going on. Perks will finally take it afterwards, and
They're just gonna have to fight eventually, I think.
I mean, Mercer's going to look for an Abyssal Voyage in if he can find it, but he comes out of the bush here. Schlatten as well on that blast, coming off towards the top side. Does have a flank position, and Alfari is still pushing mid, as you say. Does have the TP. Call of the Forge got an option. Neon chunked. There's a lot of absolution stacks for him to pick up. Haru tanking here as Irrelevant goes forward. Schlatten looking for that flank position, but Perks spots him out. Heartbreaker out, but the root comes in still. Schlatten, final auto attack from Perks will take him out. True Shot Barrage being used as well as Irrelevant is chipped away by that. Alfari, Call of the Forge God. The rest of Vitality aren't really in the area to chase this one down, but Perks can Valkyrie forward, and Alfari really does not give a damn. Tanks up all 4 members of Misfits for as long as he likes. The wave is pushing in. He doesn't even need it. Perks goes back in, and VTO goes back to the fountain once again. Joined by Mercer, they can hold hands in death as Vitality look to close this one out.
It's just an absolute stomp, isn't it, from Vitality from start to finish. They're going to get mid in hip, they're going to get bot in hip. I mean, there's 8 seconds on Schlatten, so it does allow some kind of 3v5 for Misfits, but I think Vitality's just going to try and end. Perks is going to go towards their fountain and farm some DPM.
8-1-11.
He's going to die. Wait, now Schlatten's Corky! It's the Viego insurance!
Alfari now stand up as well, and Bob tries to jump back onto him. Haru coming in as well. Kazi is still pretty strong. 2 items on this Ezreal, and he will be the one putting down the DPS. Perks gets the int out of his system, and Vitality finally return to winning ways.
Why did Schlatten jump out of the Corky form? He could have done all the Perks damage back to Vitality.
You don't have his ultimate, man.
Yeah, oh true, I guess, yeah. Well, he probably used the full combo and then just ulted out. Karzi's gonna die
as well.
More kills?
The minions are gonna do it. The minions are gonna do it. Vitality with only their second.
You can even go for the Nautilus, you can very easily go for the Alistar, or you can put an Enchanter next to Draven. I think whatever they choose to go for here, it really works.
These are very, very experienced AD carries at this point. Patrick played in the finals, Ups has played in finals.
You definitely have. Patrick stepping forward here. Ignite going down. They're looking for the concussive blows. The stun will hit onto Hylissang. He's going to be forced to punch away. He goes down as well. The spear's available, and Patrick will rip them back. Upset now trying to trade. Cleanses away from the concussive blows himself. Patrick still putting the damage down. Won't have the win back, and Upset has to flash.
I just saw the bottom left there. Mickey was level 2, but he only had 1 point in Q. That was it. So took the W, jumped over. Hilly might be caught. No flash.
Razork here, they're waiting just around the corner. He's going to jump in. There's the Guardian Proc onto Mickey, and the chase is on. The hook brings him back, and Mickey will die. Razork secures it. Marcoon's going to have to run for the safety of his tower as well. Can decoy back. And will escape. Time for that cleanse to come back off cooldown. You can see about a quarter of its CD remaining. Razork looking up towards the top side here as Finn has pushed forward down to about 600 HP, and Razork will meet him. Finn's going to have to flash the ward. Razork chase, knock up, audaciously charges forward and takes the kill onto Marcoon. Now trying to trade as Nukeduck comes in. No flash, of course, on Razork. Marcoon is low, but Nukeduck parts his way forward glacially. And Razork, audacious, one more order would be enough. Marcoon in the end takes a stack on that Conqueror. It does have a lot of damage and a lot of healing in those sorts of situations, but in a 2v1 would be very difficult for him to win out that trade. Finn now hits 6, has the Cannon Barrage, Frozen Tomb available for Nukeduck. He doesn't get over the wall.
He failed. He doesn't have E either, so he's going to have to flash it, I think, just to make this play happen. We'll see what happens.
Wonder just hit 6, Needlework, a possibility. Harrow Path coming out, Finn underneath the tower. There's the Frozen Tomb, Nukeduck tanks it, and that's well played by XL.
Yeah, really well played. 2 tower shots taken by Nukeduck. I thought he made a mistake there earlier on by Wunder. And now Razork started up this dragon. Marcoon's playing through bot, only level 4 though. 3v3, yeah, Humanoid's around.
Upset has just reset. Now Humanoid can come across, Hylissang down to half HP. The dragon resets down to about 1,500, but of course the Rend into Smite combination is so big here from XL. Rend into Smite about 400 HP. Mickey trying to get away from this, puts up the Unbreakable Smite, is secured by Marcoon. Razork will 4-1 for 1 so far. Hylissang has the flash, has the blast cone as well, and Patrick will not flash.
Go to that blue and get good bases off and try to be ahead in the lane. We'll be a little bit up in XP, of course, because Nukeduck's been giving up creeps. Now the bot push is moving towards mid. We might see a Herald start here. Marcoon will be in trouble for a little bit, but his team's on the way.
Marcoon needs to use the decoy pretty well here. Will dodge away, but the chain still connects. Mickey's on his way. Wunder going forward with the Needlework, and he is met by 3. Razork's already been able to take 1 though. Mickey trying to get the damage down. Patrick flashes across the wall. Needlework still coming in, but Wunder now locked in the midst of 4 members of XL and nowhere for him to go. Can try and dash across the wall, but Nukeduck is having none of it.
You can just catch waves, push waves, base, and then run towards bot and just keep the guessing game going. Patrick.
Great hook. There's the depth charge coming in. Cannon Rush being used. Patrick trying to get away, and the chase remains here for Marcoon. He waited in the wings. Hylissang trying to get away. Needlework going in. Patrick has to dive back. Razork on his way up here as well. Could look at the flank. Could just jump.
Does he have vision on him? He could W flash.
Isn't going to do it. Another hook does go in, and now Hylissang down, but Razork and Wunder on the chase. Needlework not available for Wunder. Nukeduck dodges back with a glacial path. Humanoid started to recall, now comes back in.
Because Patrick's moving back to mid.
Maybe if they get some Treants to help them out, they could shut down the 2 towers.
This version of XL just feels a little bit different coming into summer. Obviously, just a little bit ahead of Fnatic right now. Herald spawn. Looks like Fnatic won't contest it. They could play for mid-tier 1 or force their way in here, but then you're face-checking your Braum.
Hylissang's going to be the one face-checking the Frozen Tomb with a Cannon Rush. Just melts him.
Well, it wasn't a Braum, it was a Lissandra. Still kind of Freljord ish, and you get CC'd up and die.
Second dragon of the game, though, perhaps forfeit here by XL. They'll put the Rift Herald down to try and get some priority in this bottom lane, but my expectation is they'll just look for the tower instead of looking for a fight alongside it. Humanoid now running down.
Oh, they're diving. Wunder, the tower will die. Wunder has no way out of this.
Yeah, Wunder caught up in the Cyclone. Humanoid is here, but he only lands the chains onto a minion. Wunder goes down. Meanwhile, Hylissang caught out by Nukeduck, who misses the Everfrost. Razork diving forward as well, but he's all on his lonesome. The exhaust comes out. Razork trying to heal up with the Gore Drinker. Patrick's going to get knocked up here as well. Hylissang lands the hook, and Humanoid dives in, but the Immortal Shield Bow is exactly the Patrick! You can't kill him! Didn't die yesterday yet! To get taken down ones if they can secure this. Hylissang and Razork trying to do what they can to defend, but still, only kills really on Razork. There's 1 on Upset, yes.
Mid lane waves contest. 2 dragons for Fnatic. Still.
It's a steak dinner if they win, and McDonald's perhaps if they lose.
Definitely is. Finn might be called though.
Yeah, Humanoid looking at the damage here. Second chain comes out, but look at the Cannon Brush. Humanoid just forced out, has to pop the stopwatch. Wunder hit first. Nukeduck trying to do what he can with the Ring of Frost. Finn somehow taken out in the end, just ticks away. Nukeduck will chase forward, but a good dash away by Wunder means the Ice Shard will not connect.
Because Lissandra not so great. Wukong pretty slow. You know, it's just on the Kalista to get it down. So I think if they want to try to force a Baron, they need a numbers advantage or at least look for some kind of turn.
Even Kalista doesn't have the strongest auto attacks to take it down. Upset though, pinged with the Winter's Bite. Locked in place, has used the cleanse, will flash the wall, but the chase is on. Face call, Cannon Barrage, Upset down. Patrick on a killing spree, Humanoid looked for some damage himself. Razzle goes in, Mickey's the only one low, nuked up with a Frozen Tomb. Down towards the bottom side, a double. Now for Patrick, and the chase continues. Ring of Frost lands onto 2. Finn with the barrel takes Hillisang's head. And XL with 3 quick kills in the mid lane are looking for 4 as Wonder is chased away towards the Baron pit.
Consolation prize here is just to take Dragon. Will be a bit slow, but it will get them on Soul Point. The question is, can he do it? Looks like he's doing the crab on the minimap right now, but we'll look at that later.
Development in their Korean bootcamp over the off-season seems to be working wonders for them, and Fnatic struggling to really find purchase after an early sort of flurry of fights. 7,000 gold now, the lead. Down towards the bottom side, are pushing in towards this inhibitor tower. XL just going to be able to take it. Humanoid trying to clear out some vision, but the inhibitor tower does fall. All the while, Wonder looking for some gold himself as he's up towards the top side. Finn will take a tier 2 in the mid lane as well. The inhibitor still stands, but 25 minutes in.
Oh, and engage.
XL looking for a lot here. Stopwatch, Razzle going forward. Crescent Guard coming out, but Patrick untouched. Glacial path forward. Patrick doesn't have too much damage as Wonder comes back in. Finn looking for some damage himself as Wonder just melted by Patrick and by XL. Patrick flashing forward, and XL are feeling themselves. A double kill for Patrick. The Nexus, their next target. Upset Humanoid and Razzle have to pull a rabbit out of a darn big hat to fight back in this one. Humanoid jumps in, Patrick back to full HP, and XL are looking for the win instead. With the minion wave pushed in the mid lane, they might just look for another inhibitor.
Fnatic looks like they can hold for now, but their base is in shambles. Like you said, 1 inhibitor down. XL don't fancy themselves the second. They're just going to back off, don't want to take any risks. A lot of big gold carry on G2. He was kind of like the silent slot in, fill whatever he needs to do. Nukeduck on Astralis never found success. Well, of course, Mickey was a fantastic player on G2, right? But he was never that star. But ever since he came together, all these...
For XL, we don't want to overblow these first couple of games, but they have looked really strong. They've looked like they know exactly how they want to play. Their synergy seems to be really on point, and if they can finish off this game and take a win versus Fnatic, that was a great Hallow path to get Wonder out of it. But Razzle steps forward, Crescent Guard coming in, and Razzle didn't really realize perhaps that Wonder had escaped. Razzle will fall, another kill over to XL. As they look towards the mid lane now, Upset and Hillisang and Humanoid have to try and defend. Wonder can, of course, join his teammates. 1-3-1 enacted once again by XL, as this exemplary performance by them may be coming to an end pretty soon. Triple inhibitor would be their target. Mickey chunked out though. Hillisang with a good hook. Marcoon going to be rooted in spot, but the cannon barrage goes out and Upset's down to half HP. Mickey now going in with a Glacial Fissure as well. Hillisang trying to survive, but he just can't against the dive threat that is nuked up. And now only 1 Nexus tower remains between XL and only their second ever victory versus Fnatic. They lost 13 times, and 13 is unlucky for some, but perhaps not for XL. Humanoid trying to do what he can, but Patrick is still untouched. Unless you can get on the Kalista, she will rend you asunder as XL take the Nexus and remain undefeated.
It's a really hard draft for really well as well, I think. Yeah. So, Rogue, as usual in this regular season, stock standard, scaling, good team fight, a little bit early game to play for. Melee mids always need a little bit of help. G2, Yankos was around. Now Drake started. Yankos, is it worth dashing in and dying to try and steal this? Definitely not, but does he want to give up the crab as well? Because that gives Malrang a quicker access to levels.
The early game relatively well. I've got towards those level 6, and you can see Yankos a little bit more aggressive now on the lap, a little bit more on the map, sorry. A little bit more willing to look for these plays. Odoamne going in. Bellow's Breath has been used. Oh, Broken Blade missed the knockup. The counter knockup coming out. Here's the call of the Forge God. Malrang's going to try and join. Cyclone, a possibility. The Brittle passive on Broken Blade as well. He tries to turn it back around. Yankos falls for first blood. Broken Blade will get 1. Malrang's going to try and answer this. Just needs that red buff. Of course, Broken Blade can jump across this wall. Flash coming off cooldown now as well. Could try and turn this around. Does have the flash in about 2 seconds.
Oh, BB.
Puts the damage in.
Larsen's on the way. Okay,
so Broken Blade has flash. Has a bush to get into.
He's going to try and execute.
1 tower shot. Larsen here, flash forward. He can't flash away from the King Slayer.
Yeah, just seal the deal, make sure it goes in there. The Yasuo, the Yone, there's so much kind of different things they can achieve in fights to just single-handedly carry the game. You know, you got Larsen on Sylas as well, can take away a couple of these ultimates and make some plays of his own. I mean, if he takes away Caps' ult and Malrang gets a double knock-up, then you basically reverse the combo back onto them. Dragon falls in favor of Rogue. 2 dragons towards... for them, sorry. Around 10 minutes till Assault will be mountain. Cancel on the base using the protocol there.
Cancel. Odoamne doesn't really have anywhere to go. Fate sealed And from long range, Blackguard will take his first kill of the game. And can be very difficult to deal with. Never move as well, a very powerful route if Targamas can get it out. But for the moment, looks like Mauring's looking towards the mid lane. Larson going in as well. The Everfrost dodged by Camps, but you can't dodge the Cyclone. Targamas trading here with the Demonic Extension down towards the bottom side. Demon Flare just needs it, but Trimby flashes. Targamas pulls him back with the Never Move.
2v2 kill in favor of G2 and a death in mid lane as well. Larson will get a couple plates for himself.
Pretty quickly. Actually looks like Targamas might be skipping past the Imperial Mandate straight towards a Rylai's here on
You want to crack this top tier one, but don't have TP and Dragon spawning soon. And Rogue want to defend it, but Dragon spawning soon. So you've got this kind of lull state where both teams are just hovering around mid. Maybe we're going to fight.
Marang flashes forward, flash away by Blackguard. Marang looking for some damage on the Caps. Second Cyclone coming in. Com puts down a Shuriken, but Marang just too deep as Blackguard was able to flash away. Top lane tower could fall as well as Broken Blade goes in. Dawning Shadow enough. G2, 2 kills across the map.
I don't know what Malrang was expecting there. He goes in, but his team's all at their own tower, so there's no follow apart from Flackit basically, and they're ready to fight Larson. I wonder how long it's going to take until his ultimate falls off.
Flackit no flash, Targamas no flash as well. Marang in the pit with the Dragon. It does reset. Larson pulled back, pops the stopwatch. There's a hostile takeover, but Yankos still gets in. Trimby with a bailout, but Comp can't be bailed out by anyone. The Dragon still for the taking here for G2. Marang able to get 1. 3 against 3 now. Riftail still charging forward. Marang, Larson, and Odo trying to do what they can, but Yankos, no real engage tool for him anymore. No flash, no moonfall. Broken Blade can try and do it. The smites secured by Malrang. Riftail will charge, but that tower will not fall from what could be the deciding fight of the game. Broken Blade here looking for Trimby. Oh, you just can't do anything as Trimby here pops the bailout. The chase is on for Yankos, but Marang settles for the Krugs instead. Marang's still chasing forward here. You can see Larson trying to come in from the side as well. Does have the Everfrost. Good flash Everfrost, but
Marang's also solo killed Flackit, so 2 1-for-1 exchanges on each side of the dive. And then the divers turn around and look at each other like, hang on a second, it's a 3v3, and now Larson's in a 1v3.
There's nowhere for him to go. Once again, the chase from long range. Moonfall into Fate Seal.
Rogue, if they commit towards top tier 1, it will be a trade-off of towers. You can see how far back Odoamne is playing. He knows he can't defend this whatsoever. And if they were to move bot and defend this, they'd lose their mid tower.
Head. For anyone wondering about the Swain build, basically, what happens is Imperial Mandate when
Where's he going to flash? When's he going to flash? He's looking at the backline of Rogue right now. No one wants to finish this Dragon. They want to find an engage before that happens. Malrang looking for the flank. He can blast on over the wall.
Odo rooted. Takes a bit of a chance. Malrang looking for that flank position. Could go in. Yankos onto the backline. Immediately, Comp is down. He's bailed out, but he can't survive. The Dragon resets, and Larson now on the backline trying to do what he can. Caps putting the damage down. It's a double for him. Odoamne trading against 3 down towards the bottom side. Trimby coming in, trying to save Malrang. They will get Caps. Trimby, though, will not be able to save his jungler. Odo chased away. The rest of Rogue lie tattered in the river. Odo will fall as well. And G2 claim the ace, but only 1 death.
Odoamne is forced off towards the side, and when you're playing this or in Aphelios comp, you want to play front to back, but how can you play front to back when you're just being dove on time after time?
And is G2 just so quick on the trigger? As you say, it was Comp ulted, and it's like, go, 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 go. He's immobile, we can catch him out here. Of course, did still have the flash, still a possibility. Broken Blade has TP, and you can see Rogue trying to react to this. Yankos looking for it. Hostile takeover goes in, but already Trimby's down. Larson's going to try and trade it around. Comp from the side, putting the damage down, but Larson has the bottle. So much Odoamne going in. Comp out forces forward. Dutch is away from the face shield as well. Broken Blade, though, on a rampage now is the rest of Rogue. Are just melted in the top lane. Targamas unkillable. G2 unkillable as Rogue fall once again.
Oh, G2 are relentless. Rogue show their faces, and they're jumped upon, pranced upon instantly by G2, and they just have so much goddamn damage that Rogue don't stand a hell of a chance. Trimby and Larson were gone from the get-go, and they're just going to be able to end the game.
Marching down the top lane, G2 looking to continue how they ended spring. Currently in the LEC, they are on a 14-game winning spree, and Trimby will not be able to defend against 4 of them. The Nexus in their sights. XL, Mad Lions, and G2 undefeated still at the end of day 2.
And what an exciting comp to watch. Yasuo Yone, they played it to perfection. You saw that clear win condition of diving onto backline.